Born in Uzbekistan, where they fight at weddings, here is Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov, one of the best welterweight prospects in the world. He has finished every single one of his professional wins. He has never tasted defeat. And even though he is not in any great rush for a championship opportunity, the fan base is. They want this man fighting for the title with immediacy. He's sort of contented to bide his time. This is the big spot here tonight. If he can win this fight and handle this particular stylistic challenge, for my money, there's nothing left. All eyes on Kazakhstan Shavkat Rakhmonov here tonight. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now. He's chasing 30-0.
I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Shavkat Rakhmonov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Do it.
Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight. Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. Circling to his right. Takedown defense holds up. All right, they separate. Now we'll see who can get off in space. Straight right hand counter.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get. That's the biggest fight thus far. How's his opponent still
I
standing?
mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon. Nice level change.
We have crossed the midpoint here. in our opening round. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to start throwing down. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Nurmagomedov. Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. And that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Setting up a submission.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Second round, straight ahead.
Okay, no problem. Relax. Takedowns didn't go your way last round, but we know how to fix it. I want you to pretend you're going to exchange with this guy.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, nice strike landed there by Rakhmonov. So Khabib choosing to strike here tonight, DC. We saw in the Conor McGregor fight, he was more than willing to try to land power shots on the feet, and that's what we have seen here in this one tonight.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Nurmagomedov.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Keep moving those hits until you get your guard back.
Nice transition.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Khabib's back inside control. Oh, big shots from the top.
Get back up to your feet.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground. And these guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Takedown defense is there. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Oh, right hand landed. There you go.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water. Now his opponent's back in.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as the opponent.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Final seconds here of round 2. Right, that's the end of round number 2. Heading back to the corner after that round. Nurmagomedov's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, back to the stools between rounds, and I guess nothing a little Botox can't fix, but let us show you the replay and ultimately the strike that caused that significant damage to his forehead.
I mean, his forehead, you don't see it very often, but even when BJ Penn kicked Diego Sanchez, the damage and the blood that flies off the head whenever you get a head kick to the head, it's very difficult to deal with or get a cut on the forehead. He's got to change his approach now to really protect himself.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be compromising the vision as yet, but he will need to protect himself so it doesn't get worse here in the next round. Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight punch there. Single leg takedown is good. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Under 3 minutes to go in our third round.
Beautiful ground strikes landed. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, watch the arm here. That is tight. Crank it. Hold on tight.
Oh, he bails on the submission now. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything.
Nurmagomedov's looking for a Darce choke here. All right, looks like that Darce is tight. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion. Good combination there. Big kick land.
Oh, going for the takedown here.
And doing work on the jab. Very fast leg kick lands for him.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, lands a hip toss now.
In the half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Rakhmonov. Pretty accurate there from bottom position. There it is, another strike to the body. That has been a big storyline in this fight. We'll keep an eye on it as the bout continues.
You know, we'll keep an eye on it. But the person that should be addressing it is his opponent. His opponent isn't doing...
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the... Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
That Darce choke is tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead.
To the mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Oh, nice.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
10 seconds to go in round 4. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Stop!
Great job. Striking is unbelievable. You're mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Nice straight right lands.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Beautiful.
Nicely done.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Beautiful ground and pound approach, and now his opponent is starting to swell.
Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
2 minutes now to go in this one.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Nurmagomedov. Oh, pinpoint strike lands there, and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Nurmagomedov. I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Khabib's able to transition back to side control now. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
Stop.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked dominant tonight in all areas of mixed martial arts. There is no question who's going to get their hand raised tonight when they get to the center of the octagon.